Dear fellow recruiters, Suman Pachigulla here, and this video is very important for everyone who is working in the recruiting industry because we are entering into 2024, and if at all you are watching this video in 2024, definitely you can watch for what I'm saying because it is everything to do with the market, and at the same time we as a recruiter, how we need to be prepared as the new things are coming up in new year and which is going to be different than 2023. So what is that the market will be in the coming year? Can you guess? Well, according to the sources, according to the research and statistics, what people are predicting, what organizations are predicting is there will be no better change, meaning not such a huge change, upward change in recruiting industry, but there would be positive news for sure. So there will definitely be challenges for the jobs. There will be challenges for the people would like to move to the on-site. That challenges will be there. Less remote jobs, and whatever we are facing, the job requirement to placement and the interview, that difficulties, it is going to stay. So during that challenges, how we as a recruiter will be prepared. What is that we should do? What are the new things we need to learn? And how we can make ourselves equipped with new things? That's what I'm going to share in this video. Now, it is just not to do with your day-to-day work, but at the same time, you need to do something different and upgrade yourself with other things which we generally do not do as a recruiter. That's what I'm going to discuss over here in this video. So if you stay till the end, there are 12 points I'm going to explain in details, and you will know that how important it is for a recruiter to upgrade themselves. Alright, so without doing any further delay, let's go and let me show you what exactly I mean. Here is what the recruiters that will be in 2024, and these are the things that we are going to learn today. Okay, what is that? So here it starts with understanding the job market. Okay, so generally what we do when we get a requirement, or if we get any opening, we analyze it, we go to the market, we source and we submit, and the process goes on, right? And this same thing we keep on doing it. And year after year, when we do it, we call ourselves that we are experienced. But there are few nitty-gritties that I'm going to explain you in this video, which definitely going to add value to your career. Okay, so let's start with understanding the US IT job market. So if you are working in US IT recruiting, this is going to be very much helpful for you. And if you're working in any other stream, I definitely want you to watch it because there are some other things which is going to be helpful for you, right? Because you see, these are the other things which might help you. So let's get in and let me explain. Okay, understanding of US IT job market. We definitely understand the requirement, but when it comes to job market understanding, what do I mean by that? Okay, let me drag this here. I hope it is visible. All right, so we need to examine industry information and surveys from reliable sources on a regular basis. Now, what is the percentage of in our current day-to-day work ratio that we are examining? In fact, I was not doing as a recruiter because I did not get that sort of challenging day where I need to do something different to stay up to date with the market, right? Now it is challenging time, people. We got to do it and we got to be ready with it. Apart from just focusing on our day-to-day work, we got to focus on the market trend so that we stay up to date. That what is that kind of the information? Reports on market trends, upcoming technologies, and workforce dynamics, which are frequently released by organizations such as Gartner. If you have not went to these websites, I ask you to get in and understand how Gartner, Forrester exactly works. All right, it gives a lot of information about US staffing, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot of things out of there. And some technical specific periodicals, let's say SIA, right? Staffing industry analysis, they release reports which I generally follow that as well. So these studies offer insightful information about the situation and potential future course of the IT employment market. So we as IT recruiter, we as a managers, we as a business development managers and bench sales people definitely need to be updated with this information. Got it? So let me minimize it, okay? And yes, at the end of the video, if you stay here, I'm going to share something that you can able to download these PDF document of this if you want it. Or what I would say is, okay, you can let me know in the comment box if you need this PDF document of all this mind map. I'm going to share that with you. All right, so let's focus here. Legal compliance. Okay, what is the legal compliance that we as a recruiter need to know, right? This is something we barely focus on. Okay, and again, this video is going to be a little bit lengthy, and it is going to be super informative, and I'm sure it is going to give value to the time that you're going to spend, people. All right, this is just not about understanding a requirement, creating Boolean search and getting in the market, sourcing, talking, submitting. No. This is something more than that. You just don't want to be a recruiter, right? You really want to be a supreme recruiter, like a confident recruiter. For those people, I have really got this information which I've never done before. I'm sure these tips, these information are going to be helpful for you, and definitely I expect, put that in the comment box and let me know how did you feel. Okay, let's focus. So legal compliance, what is that? We as a recruiter need to have a deep understanding of US employment laws, including those related to immigration, discrimination and other related regulations. So we got to stay updated on any changes in the legislation that may impact our hiring practices. So now, what are the legal compliances that as a recruiter that we need to stay updated with? That's what we are going to understand, right? So far we are just aware of few things, right? Now, as the market trend is changing, there are so many complications are coming in, so many challenges. We got to stay up to date with market compliances. There you go. So these are so many informations that I have for you, and I'm sure you are going to get a lot of information, and you can go home with a bunch of information that is going to blow your mind. All right, what is that? Anti-discrimination law in US. There are so many legal compliances that companies need to follow. Now we as a recruiter need to have this information handy. Okay, what is that? So one is anti-discrimination law. Anti-discrimination law, what is that? It says, so we as a recruiter must be aware of this law. It needs to adhere what? Federal and state anti-discrimination law. We need to focus that, and if we do not follow, failure to comply can lead to legal consequences and damage an organization's reputation. So how we need to be prepared for this? An employer who asks discriminatory questions during an interview. See guys, the way you interview people, right? This is what we need to focus. So an employer who asks discriminatory questions during an interview, such as those related to age, gender, religion or disability, this may be held liable for violation of anti-discrimination law. So be very careful what kind of questions you are asking to your candidates there. Okay, what else? So here there is second is immigration law. So we as a recruiter need to understand immigration laws, which includes requirement for work authorization and visas. We know that, right? And ensuring that all the candidates are legally eligible to work in the US is essentially to avoid penalties and legal complications. Very much important, people. So if client is hiring an individual without proper work authorization, can lead to fines, legal actions, potential damage to the employer's reputation. Now you understand what kind of people you are marketing, or what kind of people you are selling, or what kind of people that you are submitting to your client. This is very much important. So you say something and you do something, and it is going to put you in definitely in legal issues. Okay. 3. FLSA. This is something very much important that we should know. What is that? Fair Labor Standards Acts. Okay. So in the Fair Labor Standards Act, which states that minimum wage, overtime pay eligibility, record keeping and child labor standards. Okay, that's what it has in the law. So recruiters, we must be aware of these regulations to ensure compliance with wage and hourly laws. We need to know what? Wage and hourly law. Definitely we are not going to employ any child or any kid, right? So for example, misclassifying employee as exempt from overtime pay when they should not be non-exempt can result in legal action and financial penalties, people. So it means what? Some companies, what they do, the candidate works overtime, but somehow they show that no, this is not overtime, or the client did not pay us, or whatever their stories they tell. They take the money from overtime from the client, but they do not pay to the candidate. But this is what gonna put you in a legal consequences if that is what the practice is happening by any of the companies. All right, then let's focus on the next one. Equal Employment Opportunity Compliance, EEO. So the EEO compliance ensures that all individuals have an equal opportunity in the hiring process, regardless of their race, color, religion, sex, national origin, disability, or veteran status. Why it is important? Let's look it out. Okay, a recruiter favoring one candidate over another based on protected characteristics, even unintentionally, okay, that might not be our intention, but whatever it is, can lead to an allegation of discrimination and legal consequences. Note, by focusing this law, keeping in mind, whenever you are sending a job requirement, make sure that it do not include anything at only not for H1Bs, not for green card, not for veterans, not only male employee, only female candidates. Don't ever put this sort of statements in your resume, in your requirements, because that may put you in a danger. Got it, people? That's why it is very much important for us to understand. Then what? Family and Medical Leave Act, so FMLA. This FMLA provides eligible employee with job protected leaves for certain family or medical reasons. So we must understand, recruiters must understand how this law impacts hiring decisions and employee rights. For example, failing to grant FMLA eligible employee to the appropriate leave and job protection can result in legal action and financial liabilities. So if anyone who falls in this category, FMLA, family and medical leave, but still company do not pay them, do not let them go, now they do not benefit them, that is going to put a lot of issues. So whenever you're talking to the candidate, if you're a talent acquisition OPT candidate, you're bringing people, make sure that you talk legally. That's what I mean. Okay. Next, National Labor Relations Act, NLRA. So the NLRA protects employees' right to engage in concerted activities for mutual aid or protection. Recruiters should be aware of the implications for employer policies and practices. So what is this? It is very interesting, right? So implementing policies. So in your company, let's say they are implementing some policies which restricts employee from discussing workplace condition, wage or benefits may violate NLRA protection. So generally in India, when we are hired, right, the HR says do not reveal your pay, do not reveal anything else with other colleagues, right? So it looks in US, it is going to put them in legal issues. So definitely someone can discuss with another person about their office condition, work condition, their benefits, and their wages, other stuff. Okay, so that's how it states. So make sure that this is something you keep in mind. And another important thing is background check laws. What is this? Let me zoom it a little bit for you. I hope it is visible to you, right? So recruiters must comply with federal and state law regarding background checks to ensure fair and legal hiring practice. So background check is very much important. Then again, there is a law in this. What is that? While conducting background checks without obtaining proper consent or making employment decision based on non-job related information in a background check can lead to legal challenges. So if you want to do something in a background check which doesn't require in the job, now God bless you. Okay, that's what it's meant. And we as a recruiter need to know this part as well. What is this? Drug testing laws. Okay, drug testing law states that it regulates drug testing policies. So recruiters must be aware of these laws to ensure compliance. What we should be aware of. So before implementing a drug testing policy, okay, or while implementing a drug test policy that is not in line with state regulation may result in legal challenges and negatively impact the hiring process. What does this mean? Because whenever you are hiring a candidate, because while submitting or while giving the offer, generally we say this, right? You may have to go with the background check, drug test, criminal, so and so test, and I hope you don't have any problem. Or you might have to go with some background check, drug test, so and so. So you need to be aware of which state falls in the policy based thing, right? Few states you should not be doing some tests, so you should not even ask about that. So you should know those states, and you might need to talk to your HR to get that information, that which state generally that we can do drug test, we can ask questions. And for some people you cannot ask if they are into, if they have any misdemeanor or they have any felony, those sort of information, those sort of questions as well. So be very careful. All right, wonderful. There's got a lot of information for you recruiters today, right? So I hope you are really noting it down, or it is making sense to you what I'm saying. Very good. Let's focus on next. What else? So here, let me take you to the next one. So here, understanding the market we need to know, legal compliances we need to know, networking and relationship building, that you know that, right? Definitely you got to focus on building your network in LinkedIn and in groups and in, with the clients, with recruiters, whatever it is. So this thing I really don't want to get in, that. Okay. Then focusing on technical proficiencies. What is this? So here, this is something very much interesting. While we may not be expert, right, in coding, but having a basic understanding of common programming languages, IT infrastructure, software development methodologies, certifications, so many things, okay, responsibilities, that is going to enhance our communication and comprehension during the recruitment process. So this is something you really definitely need to focus on. It is just not understanding a requirement, but you definitely need to know which are the tools, which are backend, which are front end, which are, application servers, which are data warehousing, or so many are there, right? So we as a recruiter need to understand, because we are not a coder. So if you want to get into the next level, definitely you need to focus on your technical proficiency, having knowledge, right? Having knowledge of what is what. So that will take you to the next level while discussing with your candidates. Then what? Knowledge of AI automation. Now AI automation, as it is coming to the market more, so we need to know which are the AI tools that is there to help recruiters, maybe for mass emailing, or maybe for curating the profiles, or curating data, or what are the AI tools available to rephrasing, writing resumes, writing content. So many things are there in the market. You definitely can Google. Okay, if once I create a video for that, I'm going to share, no problem, but it is not happening now. I have so other things to share with you people. You can freely find it in web. Okay, then what else? Then focus on soft skills evaluation. What is this? So we as a recruiter need to enhance our ability to assess soft skills, communication, and cultural fit. Cultural fit means whether the candidate that going to fit to the client's culture or not, because this is particularly important in the US, where collaboration and effective communication are highly valued. So you submit someone who is very much technically good, that person has good soft skills, who can talk properly, communication, who can exchange information properly, good command over the explanation, but this person doesn't want to work in that particular environment. What is going to happen? Definitely you're going to lose the placement, right? So that's what you need to know, what kind of culture the client has and what kind of culture your candidate want to work in. All right, that's what you got to focus on. Social media recruiting, you know that, right? LinkedIn is the primary one you need to focus on, because that's going to help you to build your personal branding. This is what I'm very big preacher about. Build your personal brand, so that when you grow in your career, you really don't have to introduce yourself. Your profile will say everything, people. It's very much important. Do not take it easily. It's very much important. And what else that you have to do in 2024? Focus on visas and immigration process, right? We as a recruiter definitely do that. We understand about visas, documents, and other information related to what kind of candidates that we market, but at the same time understand more about the immigration process, how someone gets GC, how someone gets EAD, how from F1 to someone goes to OPT, how H1 gets those, H1B gets in, what is the extension, what is I-140, how someone can be US citizen. That information, have that information handy, so that you can able to ask questions when you screen. Okay, very good. Now what else? Industry certification. This is something important. What is this? along with the requirement, along with other information, if you are familiar with relevant industry certification, let's say what CompTIA offers, what Cisco offers, AWS, Microsoft, right? Certifications, right? What let's say what technical architect people needs to have a certification, what let's say what Microsoft Dynamics people, what kind of certification they have, project managers, what kind of certification they have, all right? Let's say Scrum Master, what kind of certification required, so on and so forth. So it is very much beneficial for understanding the qualification and skills associated with your roles. So focus on that as well. Data privacy awareness, I'm gonna get to it very soon. Just stay connected, okay? So focus on market research and competitive analysis. So as in the beginning, we have discussed about US IT marketing trend, right? So here another thing is important, that we should conduct ongoing market research to identify trends. For example, salary benchmark, competitive landscapes, where exactly the industry is going, and this information can help us advise clients with competing hiring strategies. So here you can go to Monster Salary or Indeed Salary. You could go to Career Builder. Go to if you go to the Career Builder website and salaries it offers, and Glassdoor, so many other websites are there which is going to give you a compared or average salaries for different roles. So in that case, if your client is offering $40 for a .NET architect, you definitely can let them know that it is really not possible to get .NET architect at $40 in particular area. It sometimes happens, and recruiter who really face the challenges can relate to me, right? So being in the market, you can talk to your managers, you can talk to your people, your leads with the data. Okay, sometimes when you give your challenges, okay, this is the reason I'm not able to submit, and this is the reason why people are not submitting their resume with a less pay, you can able to tell them, your people, that hey, this is what it is. In the average rate is 50 and your client is giving 35. So how exactly I'm going to get someone, right, people? Very good. And what is this? And if you are a recruiting company, if you really want to grow, okay, because there are recruiting companies who want to use free tools, free LinkedIn, everything free, and they want to make money, then they want to invest. But it's totally about your business, and it's totally up to you. I really don't want to comment in that, but still, if you want to make more money, make sure that you embrace and stay updated on recruiting technologies, which can be a good ATS, some AI driven tools, and some platforms that can enhance efficiency and effectiveness of the recruitment process. So for the reporting purpose, for marketing purpose, or for requirement publishing, sourcing, so many different technologies are there. So when you go to the market, you definitely can compare what works best for you. Very good. And what else we have? Yes, data privacy, right? This is something very much important that I wanted to share that with you. And yes, what is this? So we as a recruiter should be aware of best practices for handling candidates' data and ensuring compliance with privacy regulations. This is what I just wanted to stress, because we ask for SSN, we ask for passport number, we ask for date of birth, we ask for driving license, whatnot. We ask for so many information, right? So when we are calling people who are in US, definitely this is new to them, that from a different geography people over a call, how they can share their document, that is their confidential information. Now that's where we need to understand, and we need to explain them what is the data privacy that we take care when we collect those information, right? You definitely want to sit down with your company people and need to prepare or document some kind of script, or understand when your information coming to your company, how you're ensuring that data has been secured and why it is being used. So it is just not asking them the data, but ensuring their privacy as well. So what is that you have learned so far? Let's go and recap. All right, let's go and do a quick recap for you. And yes, so here, very good. So here, what is that? We as a recruiter need to understand the job market, visa related stuff, legal compliances, networking with the people is going to be very much beneficial in coming years. We need to know some technical information. We are not experts, but we need to know what is what sort of AI tools and automation that is going to increase our productivity. soft skills evaluation. We need to depend more on social media for sourcing and what? Building our personal branding. Industry certification, which role has which certification, which job has which certification. Data privacy awareness, I just explained you. Market research, so that we can tell why things are working, why things are not working. And this is primarily for the recruiting companies if you really want to grow your business. All right. Very good. I hope you had a good understanding and good knowledge gathering in this video. If you liked it, I suggest you to share this with other recruiters. Okay, this is very much important. This is what can save your job, and this can save somebody's job as well. Thank you so very much for watching and listening to Suman Pachigulla. I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives through recruiters. Take care and goodbye.